why God would allow me to go through such, not even such a situation, but situations of the same thing over and over and over and over again. And to be honest, to be quite frank, it is literally just like my brother's just dying all the time, do you know what I mean? Like I've had to deal with that for so long, and a lot of people can relate to that as well. Since we live in London, there's always constantly stabbings going down, there's constantly flipping robberies, mad things happening, and I had to basically, just basically soak that in, innit? Like my boys got killed and stuff like that, and I was just like, you know what, man, this is mad. And I kind of got like really sucked in with the drugs and things like that. Do you know what I mean? Like it's a bit personal, but like I really, really got sucked into that. It's a bit of a contradiction to say that, yeah, music is my outlet, but at the same time, I'm human. Do you know what I mean? Everyone, do you know what I'm saying? And so I'd always like go back to that, and you know what I mean, just smoking a little joint, and it got really, really heavy. So I thought, nah, I might as well just let people know about this. I'm going through this situation, do you know what I'm saying? And then, yeah, got into the studio with Mikey J, which was mad how I met him as well, literally, just through other people just connecting me in with the guy. And we got in, and he was like, yo, bro, I want to capture the real side of you. I don't want to make no tracks that's just going to show a side of you that's just, you know what I mean, just whatever. Like, yeah, you're just out here. Show a real side of you and talk about the realest stuff. And I thought, yeah, I'm at a comfortable place like this. I like working like this, and I might just give it to the people, do you know what I'm saying? And Gotham came about. And so, yeah, I was at a really, really low place. I was at a really, really frustrated place as well. Just felt like giving up, really, and Gotham came out.
Yeah. Is there any lines or verses that stick out to you, particularly in that song?
Me going into rehab, I didn't really go into rehab, but I felt like I needed to. I felt like I needed to go somewhere where other people can just kind of just help me, and I didn't really have anyone to turn to. Do you know what I mean? And like I said, I was like homeless for time and going through these situations. No one could understand what I was going through. Do you know what I mean? It's just mad. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
Yeah, that's when you say that, because like I was talking to my friend the other day, and I said that sometimes people run, but when you don't have nowhere to run to, it's the most isolating.
It's the
feeling.
deadest thing ever.
Yeah. Deadest thing ever, man. Because, boy, you kind of run. You're running, and do you know what? You have people like around you and that, but still, no one can fill the voidness that's inside you. Do you know what I mean? It's a thing that happens kind of like naturally when you're grieving. Yeah, it's like you can't. No one can tell you, yeah, like get stronger or anything. You just kind of have to just vent and let it happen just naturally. Do you know what I mean? And so, I feel what you're saying, man. I definitely do feel what you're saying. Yeah.
Like I was thinking, like I've seen where the swag comes into it now. Like man can take it to the 90s.
Yeah.
If he wants to.
Yeah, of course.
Can bar it out. But talk to me a bit about Moesha.
Moesha, it's actually an old track of mine that I wrote like about a year ago, and it was literally, I was going through a situation with a girl from school times who I knew from like ages ago, and we kind of departed because of just life, do you know what I mean, and just, yeah, growing up and stuff. And that was my way of me to get her attention, do you know what I mean, and just to tell her how I felt, and yeah, just to be real with her, do you know what I mean, and see where we're at. She was kind of pissed off with me, definitely. She was pissed off with me after, because she didn't know that I wrote that and whatever. But yeah, she loved it at the end anyway. But yeah, and Ralph, who I met through Radar Radio, because I've got a really good relationship with the radio station, heard the tune and was like, yo fam, like, and I'd known about Ralph and what he does for time. But when I did that tune, it was kind of like a turning point for me, for people to know what I'm about and what I can do, because no one had really like known that I could even sing like that. I mean, everyone knew that I could sing, but like that, on a tune like that, and do you know what I mean? I really really tried to like show my vocal ability and my writing skills, and yeah, Ralph came forward and was like, yo, let me drop that on the compilation. Like, yeah, bro, come on, let's do this, you know what I mean? Like, that's good for me, and so why not, you know what I mean? And that's just how it kind of came about, really.
That's a big song, man, and I think, you know, sometimes when people sing the trap thing, it's like, you just hear the melodies, but when I was like, nah, this guy can full on. He can be singing at weddings if he needs to, man. You get what I'm saying?
Fully.
Yeah. So where you are now, musically, where do you see yourself at? Like, what mental space are you in now with your music?
Mentally, I feel like I'm at a really good place, because do you know what? The way that I work and everyone around me is, I'm not pressured to do anything or to come up with any material like quickly or in any specific way. I just gotta kind of like just flow with it, and everyone around me is kind of fine with that. And so that keeps my sanity just kind of like just in a good place, do you know what I mean? I feel like my ideas can come out really easily. And so mentally, I feel like I'm at a really good place. Like, I'm not homeless no more. I've got a home. I've got a place where I can work. Do you know what I mean? I know that I can just go into somewhere and just, a studio and just make music. Do you know what I mean? And so, yeah, like, just it's a really good place to be. Do you know what I mean? When you've got good people around you, giving you good advice, showing you the way, helping you. That's all I'm having to think about every single day. I wake up in the morning and it's music, music, music. Do you know what I mean? That is the flipping greatest thing that's the greatest place to be at. Do you know what I mean? So I'm blessed.